This is Zarina at Healnlearn. Welcome to everybody new. If you're just watching for the first time, take a look at our playlists. We have topics of rapid transformational hypnotherapy, how to succeed as a woman, as a human being, what success is in general. We have topics of astrology, cards of truth, shamanism, meditation, and mentoring, all kinds of super interesting topics. Philosophical topics about life in general. But if you're here for information on the Silva method, today I'd like to talk a little bit about alpha and manifesting in alpha and why this is important. So alpha level is the brain activity between 7 and 14 cycles a second. These are pulses. And these were measured by the creator of the Silva method, Jose Silva, with EEGs, electroencephalogram. This measures the brain activity. So it not only measures the cycles a second, but also the part of the brain that is active at the time of study. So whether the subject or the person was asked a certain question and the way they answered, then he could tell which part of the brain was active. So through this method, Jose Silva discovered that about 10% of people are naturally active in alpha. 10% of all the people he studied throughout his 40 years of studying the Silva method, because this is how long it took him to come up with all the methods and tools and the whole concept in general, because this is a revolutionary concept. It's not just methods and tools. It's the way to mold your reality, the way to mold your body, your psychology, your relationships with other people, your environment, basically everything. So throughout his study, he discovered that about 10% of the people answer his questions in alpha. So he would ask a question, they would think, the right part of the brain would activate, which would mean that the creative part is being plugged in, which is what happens when you go a bit deeper, when you slow down your thoughts. You're not as active. Your logical left mind is not as active as in beta when you're awake. So you slow down, the pulsations of your brain slow down, you access your creative mind, and you're able to give an answer more accurately. And he found out that these people that were naturally able to go in alpha and give him answers were in general much more successful people. And so this made him and other people conclude that in order for somebody to be successful, they would need to go in alpha in order to access this breadth of available information, to access the one mind where all the possibilities, all the information is available. Some call it God, some call it the creator, some call it the universe. He calls it the universal mind. As a matter of fact, mind is not the complete definition of what you're accessing, because in order to create in alpha, you need to plug in your emotions, your heart. So you definitely need this emotional, magnetic desire in order to create anything. But let's call it, for simplicity, the universal mind that he's accessing. So also, some of the people that worked with Jose Silva discovered that, or concluded that it is likely that people who do not manage to apply any teachings of other people who teach them success, who teach them success in business, whatever, you go to a course and some people are able to apply the principles, other people, however, are not able to apply the principles. And on average, 10% of the people manage to apply the principles and to be successful with the information they had learned. So why is that? Because these 10% are naturally the ones who reside in alpha or are able to access alpha level. So that's one aspect of working in alpha that I wanted to tell you about, that people that are successful generally access alpha. And recently I had a conversation with somebody who is quite a traditional believer in the Bible. No judgment there, not at all. We often have very open conversations about the world, the creation, everything, how the world is constructed. And I told him there are so many cases that I have experienced and that I have read about, and people in my courses have also experienced, where people apply the silver method to heal, and they manage to do that. And they do it because of their belief that what they have done is actually working. Now, with religious people, they do it in the name of Jesus, in the name of God, in the name of Allah, in whoever you believe in. And it works. So in both cases, it works. If you believe that it's going to work, whether you do it in the name of Jesus or you do it yourself with the silver method or with another method, it still works. So how is that possible? It is possible because in the end, it's your belief. You could say God resides inside of you, or you access him inside of you by going within, but he's everywhere, right? So whether you go through the picture of reality that you have created yourself, which is based on religious beliefs, and you say, I believe in that, and that's why it works, or whether you choose a different path and you say, my picture that I have created for myself, for the world is that, and I still believe in it and it works, just like work with in alpha level, it still works because it's belief and intention. Belief and intention are two of the most important ingredients of the silver method, the intention with which you do it. There's another video that I had made, which is called Principles of Manifestation of the Silver Method. I suggest you take a look, because the moment you start applying the principles, which are ethical principles, moral principles of how to work in alpha, how to relate to other people, never at the detriment of anybody else, never at the cost of the free will of somebody else. You will see all the principles that I had enumerated. So once you start applying these principles, you will also see that the results will improve. Well, thanks for watching. Comment below if you want to join my monthly mastermind call. I'll put the link below. And at the moment, I have an ongoing live course, the Healnlearn method based on the silver method. But I also have a recorded version, so you can contact me if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing.